So today we are learning converting a decimal into a fraction. Suppose we have, try to understand with the example, 57.4. We have, this is the decimal number, right? In decimal number, before decimal we call it a whole number, after decimal we call it a decimal place or fractional place. So how you will converting here, count the number of decimal places in the decimal fraction. So first of all, in this you will write whatever your decimal is given, you will write the numerator, okay? Then below the division line, this is the division line, right? After 1, you will check the number of zeros equal to the number of decimal places in the given number. How many decimal places here? How many decimal places in this number? 1. So we will put 1 0. Okay. This is the first step. The second step is always try, if possible, definitely reduce the fraction to its simplest form, if possible. Okay, we'll try to simplest form. So here what we can do it now, because here is 10 1 0, right? So I'm giving the short trick how you will write it in the mixed fraction. If here is 1 0, so only one digit will write it here. 57 you will write it here 10 over 4, because here is only 1 0. So last extremely right one digit only you can write it here, and then we can try to reduce. So the final answer is 57 2 over 5. This is the one variation. The second variation is, or you can reduce here only 554 over 10. If you can do it, you can reduce here only. So this is the 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 2 is 4, carry over here, it's a 17, 2 times 8 is 16, carry over here, it's a 17. Now check, can we reduce here? No, not possible. So you will be converting into the mixed, which is this one. So see, there is a two variation. One, this directly you can simplify it and then converting into the mixed, if possible, definitely, because it's a improper fraction, you can converting into the mix. Okay, or what you can do it, wait, or what you can do it, because denominator is only 1 0, so one digit you can write it here and other digit you can give it to the whole. So and then try to reduce this part, fractional part. As we know it, after decimal we call it a fractional part, right? So this you will be try for simplify, and then so your answer becomes same in both the cases. Now the next example is 41.02. How you can write it? First, whatever number is given, you will write it in the numerator. There will be a no change. Okay, write it same copy in the numerator, whatever number is given. Okay, without decimal. Okay, without decimal. Decimal you will not put it here. Okay, without decimal. Now check, after decimal how many digits we have? 2. How many digits? 2 digits. So you will write in the denominator 2 0. 1 definitely, after 1 you have to write it. It must be there. Okay, after 1 write the number of zeros equal to the number of decimal places in the given number. So it's a 2 digits are here, so we will write 100. Now reduce the fraction to its simplest form. So you can do it directly. Suppose here is 2 0, right? 2 0, so you can 41 you can write it here 2 0 100 is here because denominator always be same when you convert into improper into mixed. And 0, 2 you can write it 2 only because 0, 2 is 2. 0, 2 is 2. So you can write it in this way and then try to simplify here. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 50 is 100. So the final answer is 21 1 over 50. Or the other variation is you can simplify first 4102 over 100. You can simplify here. So simplification is like 2 times 50 is 100. 2 times 2 is 4. Now we have to take 2 number, right? When we will take it 2 number, you have to give 0 here first. Very important, okay? Many students make mistakes here. So 2051. Now check. Can we reduce more? Can we simplify more? Is it possible? Because denominator is 50. Really?
Yeah. Oh, no, you can't.
If possible, then please let me know.
No.
No?
Ma'am?
Agreed? Yeah.
Like I have a question. So instead of finding it like by the digits place, like when you say it, you also know the denominator. It's like 41 and 200. So we know that the denominator is gonna be 100.
Where is 200?
No, I'm not. I'm saying the decimal number. So I'm saying the places. So by the places, when you say it, you know the denominator, right?
Right. So denominator is not depending on the numbers. You have to just check the digits, number of digits, and put the 0. That is the only way. You will not put it here. You will not give it here 2, 3, 4. No, never. This must be 1 only. This number will never change when you convert decimal into fraction. Okay. So this is the second example. Now come to the third example.
4178 over 1000.
Correct. 34178 over 1000. Why 1000? Because as you can see in the example, there is a 3 digits. So you have to write 3 zeros in the denominator, right? And then convert into the mixed. Or you can simplify first and then converting into mixed. Because here is 30. So these last 3 digits will be your numerator and this will be your denominator as usual. And 34, the remaining digit, you can write it here. So this is the easiest way to convert into the mixed. Now you can try to simplify, right? So you can start with the 2 because 8 is at 1's place, 0 is at 1's place. Both are divisible by 2. We have already learned in the divisibility rule, right? So 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry over here. 2 times 9 is 18, right? So the final answer is 3489 over 500. Now we can't simplify further. So this is our final answer. So I always prefer whenever we have this format, so I am always preferring directly we can write it in this way. Rather than first you will simplify it, then convert into the mix. Why? When we have the easy method, then go for it now. So we are using this method always, okay?
No, I said 3 over 250. I didn't say 3.
Now the second, converting a fraction into a decimal. The first conversion we have done decimal into fractions. Now the second is fraction into decimal. But what is the difference? When we convert decimal into fraction, we have only one method, one way, no other, okay? But when we learn the fraction into decimal, there is a 2 cases arises, basically 3, okay? So I will explain in detail all type of case. So come to the case number 1. So case number 1 is when denominator is 10, 100, 1000 is given in the question. When, write down the, when denominator is 10, 100, 1000 and so on. Then how you will convert fraction into decimal. Generally everyone know it, it's a easy conversion, so everyone know it generally. So example 179 over 100, right? How you will convert into decimal? First count the number of zeros in the denominator after 1. How many zeros are here? Here is 2 0, right? So in the numerator, first you will write the numerator, whatever is given in the question. First write the numerator. So in the numerator, starts from the extreme right, okay, start from the extreme right and count the zeros. Move the decimal point to the left by the number of digit. So here is how many zeros we have? 2 zeros. So you will count the, start from the extreme right and check 2 digits and put the decimal. This is the example number 1. Example number 2 is if 14 over 1000. 1000, okay. Now whatever numerator is given, you will write it first. Whatever numerator is given, you will just copy it. And now check how many zeros we have. Here is 3 0. Start from the extreme right. So extreme right, you will start 1 and 2. We have only 2 digits, okay. Here is the 3 zeros. So what you will do? You will add 0 according to your need. So here is 3 0. 3 zeros. So start from the extreme right. 1 2 3. After 3 digit, you will give the point, and 1 0 also you have to add always in your question. Okay.
You wrote I instead of 1 in case 1.
No, this is the Roman number. Roman number we wrote it, it's 1 like this. 1 in Roman number, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, like that, okay. I will explain in Roman number topic, okay. So we generally used, in the clock and in the cases na, generally we are using the Roman numbers. Okay, anyways, come to the third example. Suppose the example is 7 over 100, right? Whatever numerator is given, first you will just copy the numerator. Now check the denominator. How many zeros? Yes, here we have 2 zeros. Count from the extreme right, the digit, we have only 1. Now give 1 more 0 and here. This is the answer. Okay? Any confusion here? Let me know. Now suppose mix fraction is given. 14, 19 over 1000. 19 over 1000. Then how you will be converting this? So you can convert 14 point, because in denominator we have 3 zeros, okay. So you will give 0, 1, 9, or if not possible, see, we have already done in the reverse form decimal into fraction. So decimal into fraction is when you write it in the numerator, you will write it 14019 over 1000, and then you can easily convert in this way. So this is the direct method and this is the another method. So we have two methods. You can convert it into the directly, or you can do it in this way. 3 step. Both will give the same answer anyways. So the second case is when denominator is not 10, 100, 1000. Then how you will convert fractions into decimals. So let's see the question and try to understand with the example. So suppose your question is 1 over 4. See, in 1 over 4, in denominator, you can see here there is no 10, no 100, no 1000. So multiply both the numerator and denominator of the given fraction by suitable number so that the denominator become 10, 100 and 1000. Which number we can give it here? So it will become the nearest number, suitable number, then it will give it the 100, because 10 is not possible. 4 is not the perfect. When we will multiply something, then we'll get it 10. So 100 will be the better number, suitable number. So 4 multiplied by which number, then it will give it 100? Definitely 25. So when you multiply 25 in the numerator, 25 in the denominator, so it will become 25 over 100. Now you know it. Already we learned it in the case number 1, how to convert into the decimal. Easiest and the simplest way. If you convert it into decimal, you will go for the long division. This is really the long method. So don't go for it. If we can convert it, then definitely go for this. Suppose the next is 17 over 50. 17 over 50, when we need to convert this fraction into decimal, think about it, which number will suit for the giving 100, 10, 1000, something like that. Definitely 50 will be easily give it 100. So go for it. 50 times what will give 100? Yes, 50 times 2 will give 100. So 17 times 2 will be 34. And you know it how to convert it easily. This is the second. Now the third example is, suppose we have the 78, 6 over 8. Now first of all, you can see it here, 6 over 8 we can simplify it, right? So when you simplify this number, 2 times 3, 2 times 4, so it is become 3 over 4. And now 3 over 4 we can multiply with the number, then it will give 110,000. So yes, we have already done in the this one. Example number first, it's easily give it 100. So suitable number is 4 times 25 will give it 100 easily. So we will use this method. So 25 times 3 is 75, and 75 is easily converting into the 75 over, we can easily converting into the decimal. So this is the easiest method. When we have denominator 4, 8, 50, I will give you more example. When 125, 250, so we can easily convert it into the 10, 100, thousands. And when we got the denominator 10, 100, 1000, easily converting into the decimals. Okay. If the question is given, the fourth example is 47 over 20. Now check, 47 over 20 can be converting into some number which will give 100, 10, 1000. Yes, of course, right? When we converting into the 20 we can make it easily 100, right? How? 20 times what will give 100? 5. So 47 times 5 is, find the 27 part.
235.
235. Okay, so 235, right? Now you can easily convert into the decimals. Fifth example, when we have the 125 in the denominator, suppose 73 over 125. Now 125, which number we will multiply in numerator and denominator, then it will give, of course 10 will not give, of course 100 is not possible, you have to go for 1000, because 125 times what will give 1000? It's a 8 will give it the 1000, right? 10. 73 times 8 is 584, and 584 over 1000 easily converting into the decimals. Next example, If we have 250 in the denominator, 8 over 250. So don't simplify it. Of course, here is 8. Suppose I can give other number, like 3 is here, right? So it's not simplified. So what you will do, 3 over 250, multiply with the any suitable number, then it will give 1000 or something like that. So 250 will not come by 10 and 100. Definitely you have to go to the 1000 number. So 250 times what will give 1000? You know it, 4, right? 4 is the number which will give it to the 1000 easily. 4. So 3 times 4 will be 12 and convert into the decimal. Any confusion? Right? If we have 25 in the denominator, then we can easily convert into the 1000, right? When we have 40 is there, so I want to give two more examples in different type, okay? So now the seventh example is, suppose we have the denominator is 23 over 25, right? So which number you will multiply both in numerator and denominator, so it will become 10, 100, 1000. So definitely 10 is not coming, right? 100 will be the number. You can make it, right? So 25 times what number will multiply it? It will give 104. So 23 times 4 is? 23 times 4 is? Tell me fast. Hmm.
86. Wait, no. 96.
Really?
92.
Yeah, that's correct. 92. Now you can easily convert into the decimals. Got it, bacha?
Yes.
Next, 8 examples. So I am given every type of examples, so you understand perfectly. Now 8 1 over 40. How you will do it?
Um,
40 times 8 will be 320. 320 plus 1 is 321 over 40. 40 we can convert into which number?
I think we should.
Which number 40 will make it? 100 is possible? Tell me, 100 is possible?
No. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not.
Then?
1000.
25? Yeah, 1000. Correct. That's correct. Then? 100 is not possible, right? It will not give the perfect number. It will give in decimals. So we'll go for 1000. Now, 40 times what will give 1000? Definitely 25. So this is 20. Oh, sorry. I'm writing with the other pen. So 25. Now 325 times 321 times 25 will be 8025. Now you know it how to convert it. 8.025. Okay, because we can directly converting. Here is 3 zeros, so 3 digit you will be writing here and it will be the whole number. So these are the some examples how to convert fractions into decimal when we don't have the 10, 100, 1000 in the denominator. So this is the method. So the case number 3rd is conversion by long division method. When we have no option and denominator is 10, 100, 1000, Case number 1. Case number 2, when the denominator is not 10,000, 100 and so on, then we will move to the third, case number 3rd, which is there is no the 10, 100 and 1000. Okay. Now come to the question. Suppose 347 over 60. Now there is no 10, 100, 1000 in the denominator. Then how you will convert into decimal, fractions into decimal, right? So when a remainder is left, so put the decimal point. How you will do it? Suppose we are finding 16 divided by 247. Now 16 times what will give 34? 16 times 2 is 32, right? You will do subtract. Now 2 is not divisible by 16, so you have to copy 7 here, right? You will copy 7 in the middle. Now 16 times what will give 27? 16 times 1, right? 1. So 27. 16 subtract from the 27, so it will give 11. 11 is not divisible by 16, so what we need to do? Then remainder is left, put a decimal point in the dividend and the quotient. So we will put it here, decimal point, and here we'll give it 0. Now it's become 110. Now 16 times what? 110 or less than 110. So 16 times 6 will be 96, right? Again you will subtract 96 from 110. Then what is the remainder? Remainder will be 140, right? Okay, I'm writing here 14. So 14 is the remainder. Then no need to put 0 or decimal, because we can give point only in one time. Wait, let me explain first. Okay, so point. So here you can't use it again and again. Point, whenever you need it 0, you will put the point. No, only first time we'll give it the point. This time we give it the point, and other we need it the 0, then we will put it 0 only many times. Okay, there is no problem, but here you can give it only one time decimal for the first time. So put a 0 after the decimal point in the dividend, and after the remainder divide again as the whole numbers. So 16 times what will give it 140 or less than 140? So 16 times 8 will give 128. Again you will subtract 128 from 140, so it will become 120. Okay, 120.
Then, the 140 you wrote, I think it's wrong.
No, not wrong.
Because
Not
when
wrong.
you subtracted, when you subtracted 110 from 96, by the long one, I think the 0 is supposed to turn into 10.
You do
So
it.
that
You
one
do
is
it.
correct?
Wait. You do it by your own method, and then tell me the answer. 110 minus 36 is what? Okay, do it by your own method. Use your method, whatever method you are using for subtraction, and then tell me the answer. Okay.
Okay.
16 times 7 will be 120 or less than 120 is 112. What's the answer?
14.
So now remainder is big 0. So you can see it here. Okay, understood? So it's the first time when we have the simple number like 11, right? Natural number, then we have to give it the decimal in the quotient. Okay, and then we can add 0. After this, whenever we need the 0, we can directly add 0 after this remainder. Okay? Until the process will go on when we get 0.
How did we get 128?
16 times what will give 128? 16 times 8 is 128, beta. Then 16 times 7 is 112. Then 16 times 5 is 80. Then you will get the 0. So the process will go on till remainder is 0. So the conversion by long division method, when we don't have the options of fraction in the 10, 100,000 in any way, so how you will solve, how you will convert fraction into decimal. So suppose the first example is 1 over 2. Okay, 1 over 2. How you will convert into the decimals? So 2 and 1, right? You will write it like this in division, long division. Now check, 2 is divisible by 1. Is it possible? No. So when it's not possible, then what we will do is, we will give it 0 point, and here also we added 0. Right? Now 2 times what will give 10? 2 times 5 will give 10. So this remainder is 0. So your 1 over 2 fraction converting into the decimal like this. So 0.5. Now second is long division.
Why did we put a 0 again in the front?
Front always give it 0. Whenever you will give the decimal, na? See, 0.5 is not looks good. So it's need 0 in front of point. Always. You will see it. Now 1 over 5. 1 over 5, suppose you are not able to do with the other fractions converting into decimal. So what you can do it, you will write it like this. 1 is not divisible by 5. So you will give it decimal here and give 0. Now it's become 10. 10 is easily divisible by 5. 5 times 2 will be 10. Right? And then subtract. So this is your remainder. So definitely, because your answer is, your quotient is 0.2, so you have to give 0 here. So your answer is 0.2. Okay? These are the easy questions. We are starting with the easy.
Ma'am? Like, 1.
The third example is 3 over 12. How will you do? Three is divisible by 12 is divisible by 3? No. Then what will you do it here? You have to give it decimal point, and this is 30. 12 times what will give 30 or less than 30?
2.
2, correct. So 12 times 2 is 24. When subtract 24 minus 30, then it will become 6, right? 6 is remainder, but 6 is not possible. You have to continue this process till remainder 0. So 6. Then what you will do? Can we give it 0? Can
Yes.
we give it 0? Yes. So we can give it 0. Now 12 times what will we give? 60 or less than 60? 5, absolutely. So 12 times 5 will be the 60. Now you can see it here. We got it remainder 0. Now because here is decimal, so give it 0 in front of point. So your answer is 0.25. This is converting into the decimal. Got it? Take one more example based on fraction into decimal by the long division method. Okay. Suppose the question is 1 over 4. This is the mixed question. Mixed fraction. Then how you will converting?
You first convert it into a fraction, then you do it.
Correct. Absolutely correct. First you will converting into the improper, right? So it will become 5 over 4.
Yeah.
Now do it the long division method. 4 times what will give 5? Definitely 1. 1. Now 4 times 4 is divisible by 1? No, not at all. So we need to give it decimal and add 0. Now 4 times what will give 10 or less than 10? So 4 times 2 is 8, right? 2. Now we have only 2, right? So can we add it 0? Can we add it 0 after 2? Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So 2. So 4 times 5 is 20. Now we got the remainder 0. That means your answer is 1.25. Understood? How you will be converting fractions into decimal? By the long division method. Now in this representation of decimals on number line, represent a decimal, suppose 1.4 on the number line. So how you will represent it? As you know it, 0 to 1 there is a 10 part, right? 0 to 1 there is a, we represented fraction on the number line. Let us now represent decimals 2 on a number line. Where will it lie on the number line? Now see it, okay? Representing a decimal and a fraction on the number line is one and the same thing, which is 1 over 4, 1.4. 1.4 means it's a 14 over 10, right? So the same thing you will be representing in the fraction. Now draw the number line first of all, okay? Start from the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now 1.4 representing the same point on the number line as 14 over 10. Okay, because you know it, every 1.4 means 1.4 is greater than 1 but less than 2, right? 1.4 means greater than 1 and less than 2. So in that case you will be every two numbers, okay, every two number there is 10 equal parts. So now come to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 1. 1 means you can write it 1.0. 1 means it's a 1.0. Okay. After 1.0, which number will come? 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and this 2 means 2.0. So which number you have to represent on the number line? 1.4. This is this. This is 1.4 millimeter, because every number okay is in centimeter. This is in 1 centimeter, okay, this is in 1 centimeter, okay, every number is in 1 centimeter. So between 1 centimeter there is a 10 equal parts, and every part is representing a millimeter, okay, because 1 centimeter is equals to, we will learn it in the unit conversion. So 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. So this, every 1 centimeter there is a 10 parts. So every part is millimeter. So 1.4 means 1.4 millimeter. Okay. 1.4 means 1.4 millimeter. But in decimal we are not writing, you know, the unit as of now, because this is not the application question. This is just we are learning here how to represent the number line. So 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. Suppose you have to represent, this is the first question as an example. Suppose we have to represent 2.5. 2.5 means 2.5 is greater than 2 but less than 3, right? Greater than 2 and less than 3. That means it will represent between 2 and 3. Now you will give 10 parts between this, okay? So 1, now 2.0, after 2.0, 2.1, 2.3, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, and this is 3.0 means 3. Now we need to represent 2.5. So where is 2.5? This is 2.5. So yes, this is 2.5. We represent it like this, decimals, okay, on the number line.